The urge to design is always trying to find perfection.
In beauty is really a milestone.
The end result is something innovative, something completely new, and something we all want to desire. And this is design.
This is just pure love at first sight. There's no escape.
If you are not crazy, you will not buy this.
It is a piece of art. It is a masterpiece that people want to keep and collect and say, I own it and I'm proud of it.
It's incredible. It's out of this world.
You're crazy, but we can do it.
Passion, power, and style. It's really unbelievable.
We can call it the wow factor.
It's alive.
These men are talking about a car, a very special car. They have met in a secret, secure environment to put the final design touches to it. At the end, it will cost $3.4 million a piece. Very few people on Earth have laid their eyes on this car. So, for the first time, these men let TV cameras into their secret workshops to tell their story of their creation to the world. W Motors, the making of a supercar. Torino in Italy. For more than 100 years, this town at the foot of the Alps has been a center of the car industry and a home of passion for design and speed. So it's no coincidence Ralph DeBas, a 27-year-old entrepreneur from Beirut, has turned to Torino to build the car of his dreams, the W Motors HyperSport LYKAN, the first supercar developed in the Arab world.
Wanted to produce the most expensive, luxurious, and exclusive car ever made.
In this world-exclusive program, you can watch how Ralph DeBas comes a major step closer to his dream, how his team carries the first sketches from computer simulations to handmade body parts, how the prototype model is built, and how the creator of W Motors sees the finished designed car for the very first time. To build a world-class supercar, Ralph had to build a world-class team.
I cannot do it alone. I cannot launch myself into creating such a gigantic project and say I'm making the best car in the world, but I'm alone. It's impossible. I had to get the support of the biggest people in the industry.
He first went to Magnus Steyr, a leading car maker with facilities all over the globe. Tiziano Novo is the general manager in Torino.
We have the pleasure to work with many different customers. I can mention customers like Volkswagen, like PSA Group, like Mercedes, Ferrari, and similar company where you can do some exotic project. I was directly, maybe you will think that I'm crazy, but I was directly really from the first moment very interested in this project because they came here with a dream, they came here with a vision, and they say, we need someone that can help us to make real this dream. And what was good for me is clear was the passion of the guys, because for an exotic project like this one, passion is fundamental. Because without passion you cannot develop this kind of project and you cannot arrive to such a result that we have got today.
The engine and the drivetrain are built in Germany.
They produce some of the best cars ever made in matters of performance. Now, knowing their know-how, seeing what they're able to accomplish, we wanted to have something of that racing DNA, of that authentic car manufacturing in RW. We made sure that what we have underneath is something out of this world.
Next on board was Alfredo Stolla, a legend in the sports car industry.
I started to work in 1979, and I remember good projects like Saab, like a Ferrari, like Mercedes, like BMW, and many of these. The two young guys, okay, this is for us it was a surprise. Because what I understand, the guy, the designer, is from the beginning of his career, and if this is, I suppose that this is his first car, it's unbelievable.
Now the only thing missing were the millions to pay for the development. Ralph called his old friend Sadi Al Khalil, whose family made their wealth in Nigeria.
In Beirut, I drive a rally car. I just keep on souping it up, trying to make it as powerful as possible, so that when I show up in this Japanese car next to Lamborghinis and Ferraris, I basically leave them in the dust. So when Ralph told me he was working on a project, I said, could I please know more about this? You know I love cars. So he told me he's working on something extremely special. And we were at a cafe and I said, okay, interesting. Do you have a business plan? And that's when I took a look at it, and I tried to keep my emotions inside of me, because you need to have a poker face when trying to deal in anything that's to do with business. It was extremely difficult to do that. So we took it from there.
Once Sari committed, the two partners went full throttle into development. Dozens of engineers in Germany and Torino are put on the payroll to create the ultimate car. Only 7 will be built, each with impressive performance.
The LYKAN HYPERSPORT 2013 has a flat-six twin-turbo mid-rear engine producing 750 brake horsepower, 0 to 100 in 2.8 seconds, a maximum speed of 395 kilometers per hour. It's one of the fastest cars in the world. I think this is a fair price for what this machine is about to accomplish this year.
Most important, there should be no compromises. Design, engine, interior, all should be in harmony and near perfection.
Now, perfection doesn't exist because we all perceive perfection in our own eyes. So the idea to design something that can appeal to anyone is the biggest challenge of them all. So as a designer, I always try to find the right solution to solve a problem in aesthetics, or a problem in mechanics, or a problem in physics, just to make sure that the end result is something innovative, something completely new, and something we all want to desire. And this is design.
The engineers in Torino are managed by Carlo Carena. Their goal? To stick to the design by Ralph, but make the car work. Not an easy task.
So it's very strange because it's the first project very different respect the other one, for the door, the tailgate and something, the power of the car itself and the luxury that having inside this car is very emotional for me.
The W has a very unique door system. It's the only car in the world that opens up with a reverse upward position. The hard part was because we reversed the whole system to the back, so the locks had to be reversed, the opening system has to be reversed, and due to the structure and the architecture of the vehicle, the door system, usually contains everything in the front. So by having a regular architecture of a vehicle, by replacing everything in the back, wasn't easy to integrate. So that's why it was very, very hard to do. If you look also for the front hood and the back hood, they also open in reverse ways. We didn't want to create something very traditional. Even the door, the system of the openings also open in different angles to make sure that it's authentic, like the cars from the 60s and the 70s as well. The wipers was a very tricky point for us because our windshield is panoramic. We wanted to create a spaceship feeling when being inside the vehicle. By doing that, we needed to lower the A-pillars angle, creating a panoramic rounded windshield. By doing so, the wipers was very tricky because a panoramic windshield cannot accommodate a dual wiper like any other car. It needed to have one central wiper. So this needed to be done to have the right position, the right design, the right mechanism of a wiper to install in such a windshield.
The team checks a supplier for the seats. The stitching, at least that's Ralph's idea, will be made of gold threads.
With Ralph, what is good with Ralph is that every time you get something new and you get something more interesting. So we say in the past, yeah, maybe we could think about to put some gold somewhere. And today we speak about the gold of the seat. Let's hope that in the future we don't have to make the car of gold because it will become more difficult. Also for a company that theoretically is good like us.
This is how we started adding up all the elements to make sure that the design, check. Engineering, it's one of the most powerful cars in the world, check. Luxury, we have the diamonds in the inside, we have the concierge service, we have the gold stitching in the leather, we have unique door systems, we have all these elements that are adding up to make it so luxurious in a very, very distinguished way. People are surprised sometimes. Why diamonds? Why gold? Why these precious stones? Well, they're done in such a subtle way that people won't even see it unless the owner knows that it's inside of it, and he's the only one that's proud to know that he has all these elements inside.
When I heard about the diamonds and the light, I say, oh, are we able to do it? And normally when I speak with Ralph, he said to me, yes, is everything easy, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I say, yes, we have to do something, we will try our best and let's hope that it works.
Whoever puts down $3.4 million for the car will also receive a watch. The manager of renowned Swiss watchmaker Cyrus has come to Torino to discuss last details.
So these watches are done by Cyrus Watches, producing the most luxurious watches in the world. And we have designed a special edition W Motors watch, Clepsis edition for Cyrus, and this will be offered with every car bought by clients.
You have three main functions, and these functions only exist by Cyrus in the world. The first one is here, it's the moon, to indicate the moon phases. That's the first function. The second function is the dates. So we have a specific mechanism for this. We have developed it in-house, and we have a patent worldwide for the dates. The third one is the time. We came to the idea to develop something that you can easily read also on a linear basis. And everything has been developed in-house. Within our own manufacture, we have 70 people working on this.
So here is the oven that we put the pieces inside and the parts of the vehicle.
Every body part of the LYKAN needs to be handcrafted with particular precision.
After going to the paint shop, it goes into different processes of polishing and painting into different, many days.
Such type of model or such a kind of production car is the painting. Normally in a normal process, you will paint the car once, twice. Here we are painting the car 6 times, especially on the carbon fiber parts, we are painted 8 times.
So here is this very special room. As Mr. Novo always calls it, the kitchen and the heart of everything happening before actually creating a car. So everything is cooked inside here, and we make sure that all the molds are done. Everything is very well brushed and polished and studied before actually creating the positive from them.
Here you can see some special layer of carbon fiber. Before, what's happening is they will cut the carbon fiber layer, they will glue the carbon fiber layer on the negative molds.
These people are the brains behind making this beautiful vehicle, and they have years of experience into making the most beautiful cars in the world. And using their experience, like you see, they put so much work and so much passion into what they do. And this is what makes the car beautiful in the end. It's the way they do it. It's not hard to actually produce carbon fiber. What's hard is to work it and to have a shape that is so beautiful. It's not only one piece. It's several tens of pieces put together into one complete and beautiful carbon fiber piece in the end.
The design, the details, the massive performance, all this makes the first W Motors an extremely complex car.
Is a very complicated model because he's making a lot of parts. He have a lot of composition, a lot, maybe more than the normal, because you can see the shape of the car, and it's not easy. But I have to say that the people here work in the proper way, so it's difficult, but at the same time easy.